I want to demonstrate for you some of the features that you can use right now in terms of artificial intelligence. And so I'm going to do this in a video because I don't know what the internet will be like on the cruise ship. But if we can get to work, we could also do it live as well. But for now, let me show you just a couple of things that we can use, and we can talk about it after the session that we do on AI. So here I am right now on my browser. Okay, as you can see, it's just the one that I'm using here is Microsoft Edge. And we can get to a number of different AI tools that you'll see that are in my message notes. One of them is OpenAI.com. And in order to use this one, you actually do need to have an account created, but that's simple enough to do because I believe you could use your Microsoft or Google account. Okay, so it gives you the opportunity to be able to use those accounts rather than creating a new one through email. The other one is Gemini.google.com. And this is Google's version of AI. And here, as you can see, I'm already logged in with my Google account. And so I can just start by just typing in the prompt. So as an example, some of the things that we might want to do every day is, when do I need to sign up for Medicare? Okay. You don't even have to capitalize. Now, most of you know the answer to this, but it gives you an example of what's possible. It's generally 65, ending of 3 months. And let's say I want to delve deeper into that question. What websites can guide me through signing up? And I can just press tab. I don't even have to put a question mark. So it continues to delve deeper into that thread. And perhaps in your case, you have a specific provider that you want to use. How in particular could I sign up for Kaiser Medicare? And I think a lot of you already know the answer to this one. Okay, and it gives you some guidance there. Okay, so that's Gemini. Now that we're going to go on to the next tool, which is called Copilot. So all these tools pretty much work the same. Okay, and this one is Microsoft's version. I can actually type, I think, copilot.microsoft.com. It also is an app as well. But that you can have on your smartphone. But what we do, because it's Microsoft Edge and it's all Microsoft, they give you a little icon here where you can actually click on it and just start typing away. Okay, and it asks you what kind of answer would you like, what kind of response, a more creative one, a more precise. Okay, and so in here, what we're going to do is we're going to start typing in. Let's say you're trying to prepare for a particular Sunday school lesson. Okay, and we're going to create a sermon on the story of Job. Discuss in 3 points how he overcame trials. Also, provide background on the character of Job. So here it gives us, as you can see, a background. It gives us 3 lesson points that we can use. Even gives scripture reference as well as a conclusion. Okay, That's pretty good. Now tell me, give me current event story, news story that might be an example of one of the points. Okay, and it talks about a guy named Sid Lee. Okay, pretty good. Okay, then now this is my favorite thing to do, and that is create a song for this sermon to the tune of Amazing Grace. Okay. Now, a lot of times it doesn't necessarily get the words quite right, okay, in terms of where it fits in the notes. But you can see it tried to do, Job lost it all, yet still he praised the Lord who gives and takes. With patience strong, his voice he raised in every step he makes. Okay? So that gives you just kind of a little bit of what AI can do. So you can also, let me do one more thing, and that is, let's say you want to be able to search for, there's been a lot of scams that have been going around. You want to search whether a specific website is legitimate. You can do it this way by saying, is the website seniorliving.com a scam? And I like how it actually integrates and uses Gemini to be able to pull this answer up. Okay, and it says that it appears that it is a legitimate website. And so just as some ways to, as seniors, we are able to keep ourselves safe, to be able to research. Oh, here's another one. Let's say you want to be able to research books. So give me a current book that would characterize the story of Job. Okay, When Breath Becomes Air by Paul Kalanithi. Okay, and we can then ask it to give me a summary in 5 points regarding the book When Breath Becomes Air. Okay. Talks about his life and career, his diagnosis, reflection on mortality, his legacy and purpose, and his personal journey. Now, all these things we can actually just copy if we want and paste it into a Word document or a PowerPoint or something like that. Or as you can see, you can download it, you can share it with others, or you can actually have it read aloud. Check this out.
Here's a summary of When Breath Becomes Air by Paul Kalanithi in 5 points. Life and career. Paul Kalanithi was a neurosurgeon at Stanford University, deeply passionate about both medicine and literature. His career was marked by a quest to understand what makes life meaningful. Diagnosis. In his mid-30s, Paul was diagnosed with terminal lung cancer. This diagnosis came just as he was about to complete his training and embark on a promising career. Reflection on mortality. The book delves into Paul's reflections on life, death, and what it means to face one's mortality. He explores how his perspective shifted from being a doctor to becoming a patient. Legacy and purpose. Paul grapples with the idea of legacy and what it means to live a virtuous and meaningful life. He shares his thoughts on how to approach death with grace and the importance of finding purpose even in the face of terminal illness. Personal journey. The memoir is also a personal journey, detailing Paul's relationships, particularly with his wife, Lucy, and their decision to have a child despite his diagnosis. It is a poignant exploration of love, family, and the human spirit. Would you like to know more about any specific aspect of the book?
Okay, and you can answer yes or no, but for most of us, that's probably enough. So there you have it, a quick tutorial on what things you can actually use with AI.